after that, I considered esports more.
Right.
Representing the Qatar national team. We had, alhamdulillah, we had the chance to qualify to the first, I would say that we were the first GCC country to qualify to the World Cup. We were ranked 10th globally.
Wow.
Yeah, and put in mind that was when Qatar didn't have any esports ecosystem, you know.
First year, basically.
No, this is before that. So he established.
No, that's the World Cup.
Yeah.
With the Qatar national team was after.
Was after, right?
Was after, yeah. So it was like 2020.
Yeah.
But would you say like the foundation, like
yeah, like there was no esports in the country.
He is esports.
Yeah, that's
So
the foundation.
I won't say that, but like
He's the founding company. Is
yeah,
him.
but no, I mean really, it was a huge like achievement for me individually, and I made it with someone. So I'm not alone anymore. I have someone to pull with me in the road. And then we made another, throughout the years, I made another World Cup with the Qatar national team. In total, 3 World Cups as a esport player, and a title such as FIFA or AFC. It's not easy, too many qualifiers online and offline. But yeah, that was like the start and kind of achieving a bit of the road.
But yeah.
Before we go further, I want to ask this one question because you said you come from a family of like footballers, ballers, from grandfather to father to you, and judging from how you speak, it's clearly that you went and you came from a very good team, especially coming from the early years of Aspire.
Yeah.
Because Aspire's point of Aspire was to raise the future generation of the team that we saw now and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go back to your family, your father and your grandfather. At what point did they take you serious? Because you're playing real football and then now you're playing video games.
Yeah.
So what was the shift in their mind, and when did they start accepting you? Like, was it when the money came in? Like, how would they allow their son and their grandson that they raised and then now is playing video games? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get your point. No, it's lovely. I think I would consider just my father on this situation. So, as a coach, it was, his, no, I won't say a dream for him, but it would be lovely to see his, son to play football. Although that I've been, practicing or, participating in events and everything, he was seeing me, every day, sometimes after training, hitting some matches with the friends and stuff, online maybe. And when he, I think, believed that this is a thing, is when I won the qualifiers here and I qualified to the World Cup. Because like literally like, few weeks before that, he paid like a ticket and a hotel for me to go to Abu Dhabi, and it was 1 million kind of prize pool FIFA event.
Wow, mashallah.
So when like I saw that he wanted to see my direction, so my father is he was my biggest supporter. So he's my biggest supporter, and in football and esports, whatever I do, he supports me a lot. But I think he really sees the angle of esports a bit earlier than most of the people in the country with me, through that winning of the rest of the world qualifiers. And then he started to believe, okay, this is a thing, but no way he will consider that this is a career, he will never consider esport as a career, especially in 2017 when esport wasn't huge globally. Even like you see now esport and whatever is happening in our neighbors, Saudi Arabia, it's huge. You see the prize pool and everything in EWC, it's crazy. So back then nothing was in the region, I'm talking, not only in Qatar. So yeah, I think that was the period when he said, okay, let me try with this guy, Your
father, mashallah, has vision. For him to vision that far and forecast, and then to take a chance and allow his son that he's been raising for this many years into a certain career, but then have a second option is visionary.
Yeah, I agree.
Mashallah.
Okay. How do you train to be an esport athlete, and not only that, an elite esport athlete? Because I'm sure there's a lot of time in front of the TV. And you're using a lot of fast twitch, right? But is there a mental aspect to it? Is there just as much as a physical aspect to it? Like, so break that down, especially from your early days when you were doing it for fun, and then it became something that really made money for you.
Yeah, put in mind that sports or football is like my whole life, you know. And now I work in the football industry, and you know, being a player and everything. So being an athlete is not a choice for me; it's a habit. So involving any involving any kind of initiative within myself, it will be just an added thing to me being an athlete. So considering esports, first, if you want to be an elite, definitely you need to sweat, or you give more hours to the title that you focus on. So my case is EAFC now, or FIFA before. So I was giving like a lot of hours. I had coaches, you know, I had, and especially since I come from football background, I know a lot of tactics, especially when I'm a midfielder, and I used to discuss with the coaches a lot why we played like that, what's the goal. My father was a coach, he handled the courses in the country, so I get a lot of information from him. Which formation do I use to this formation? Okay, how do I press? When do I drop back and everything? Yeah. And that's in football terms, right? But also you can get a bit of it and add it into the way that you play the game. And I would say when I started playing FIFA, that gave me a bit of an edge on my other competitors locally originally. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's one of the, you know, core players. Definitely watching someone professional helped me a lot. Yeah. I had to watch a specific player from the Netherlands. He was like just a YouTuber, but a really top player, elite player. So I watched his videos because the fundamentals of the game are different, definitely, than the actual one. And yeah, then when I qualified to the World Cup, I know how to qualify now. So I will do it once, twice, or 3 times. The way is not different. It's just the ethic that you put into the game. And put in mind that you need to focus to really give this title or this industry its time to achieve something. Right. Whether you are a player or an organization, whatever you are in this industry. So time and effort, which is the common thing in many different, you know, sports, is the key. And definitely the most important thing is believing that you really can do it. If you don't believe mentally, it will never happen. So you need to be really strong here, and to avoid any, you know, obstacles or any side, you know, effects that comes throughout your way. So yeah, I think that's kind of the journey to be like an elite player.
So I have to ask though, as well as a follow-up, like what were the challenges? It all probably wasn't.
I have a better question than that. Who are the haters? Challenges. Let's go.
But it's true though.
Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper.
It's kind of linked to the challenges, you know.
But challenge, yeah. No.
No, we both trying to say the same thing.
Okay.
Anytime you are the first of something, and you're successful, especially, somebody's always hating.
There's always naysayers.
Yeah, people say no, you can't do it.
Because not everyone has the same vision as your father.
Right.
Yeah. And coming from where we come from, I'll be honest, a lot of the haters are usually teachers. Because your career doesn't fall into the typical career pathway of how things, like athlete falls in, but esport athlete doesn't fall in. I remember I think 2017 or 2016, even before it came here, I remember on the internet, one of the biggest games in the world was World of Warcraft. Was one of the biggest games in the world. Still is. World of Warcraft. This is before Fortnite, all these games before that. Wait. And I remember there was a 16-year-old that made $1 million. Obviously, this prize money. And one of the headlines that said, now parents can no longer tell their kids they cannot become esport players because now there's a pathway to make money from this. And this is before it even reached you guys in the Gulf or this area. So when we say haters, people typically are the ones that are these challenges are holding you back, and these people, how did you psychologically lock in?
Well, interesting. So basically, when I would say challenges or haters, I can answer both of your question, and you know, I need to explain why and then jump into it. But because like the challenge was for me as an individual, if I wanted to go in esports years back in Doha, it was tough because we didn't have much events. Now there is a Qatar Esports Federation. I'm part of it. It's different situation now. So back then, nothing was there. So it was just communities practicing together, and that will never give you like the level that you see when you go to the World Cup. You know, they're like, man, the level is crazy. It's insane, man.
Yes.
People just live on esports, on playing FIFA. So you need like a certain system, a professional circuit in the country. Even a shout out to Khalifa Al-Haroun. He was like part of the.
He brought a lot over.
Yeah, he was. He handled the initiative with the Qatar Football Association and incorporated esport with it, so which allowed me to develop a team and took it over to the World Cup twice. So back then it was just individual efforts. There was no entity managing all of this, and they are dedicated only to esports initiatives.
Yeah.
So that was it. In terms of haters, I won't say I had much haters, like, because it was something new, and we Qatari, I think we appreciate each other, and you know, even people in Qataris are expats. So I probably had like definitely few people who hated to see me keep winning and everything. Because you know, who wants to see someone keeps winning? You want to see a change a bit, you know. But I had one guy which I just got a mind about him. I remember he said that before this kind of 2017 World Cup qualifier came in, I told him that, look, man, my dream is to go there and play in the FIFA Interactive World Cup. And he said to me, man, it's difficult. He didn't say it's difficult because I'm not too good. He said because there is no chances or no direction that you will qualify. So subhanallah, like I think a year or a few months later, we got, you know, this qualifier to happen in Doha, and then the FIFA asked, like, I think it was Ministry for Sport or Qatar Olympic Committee, I don't remember who, to create like kind of a qualifiers and everything. And you know, subhanallah, I represented Qatar at that and won the tournament and qualified to the World Cup.
MashaAllah.
So like in terms of like haters, I won't say that I had a lot of haters, a dedicated community that hates me and everything. No, it was all love, it was all generous.
Beautiful.
And people supported you know, my journey a lot, 100%.
MashaAllah, it's
That's
beautiful.
nice.